Here we are, 2001, stage 13 Tour de France, Laurent Jalabert on the gas, on the attack. And we talked about stage 8 in this year's Giro, where Steven Kruijswijk crashed and no one waited for him. Here's a good example. Jan Ulrich over the barriers, cooked the corner, Lance just in the blue. So they're on the attack, they attacked up the Parasword. And I was in France this time, in 2001. This is actually the last time I had beer, was Bastille Day. Last time I had alcohol was Bastille Day, 2001, July 14th. This is the date, it's July 21st, I think. Stage 13, 2001 Tour de France. Jan Ulrich in the German national jersey. Kevin Livingston on the right there, another gasser, waiting up on the Team Telecom Pinarellos of the Campac record, just waiting there. Watch how aware Kevin Livingston is. Just really good domestic, just really good. You know, looking back, making sure he's not dropping him. You know, make sure he's in the right gear and stuff like that. I think it won't be long before pros start using mirrors, because when you look back, you waste energy. So having mirrors, like I've got that little Italian race mirror on my bike, that's what's going to be handy. So it won't be long before they're running mirrors, and that'll be because of Duran Riders' recommendations, or maybe not. But anyway, they'll be running mirrors, so mirrors make fucking sense in racing. Crash, look at that, over again, the camera flicks out. That's around the corner again. Alright, so we slow-mo crash that one. He's okay, he's very lucky. But Kruijswijk was unlucky, his bike fucked up, but then no one waited for him. So you'll see here that there's been a big attack. They just smashed it over the Parasword. Lance Armstrong's going to win this stage. Lance Armstrong had the highest cadence in the Tour de France, alright, in 2001. He was dropping motherfuckers like they're amateurs. And because they're peddling like amateurs, like Jan Ulrich just was grinding compared to Lance. Now they're spinning a bit here. Kevin Livingston's a bit high cadence. He's a bit more clued up. But, you know, Jan and Lance have the best drugs, the best genetics, and they've just smashed everyone. So Kevin Livingston's probably doing about 350 watts right now. And Ulrich's just coasting. That's how important drafting is. And they're coming into another corner. You know. And this is where you got to stay cool, calm, and collected. Ulrich's just crashed. He's racing to win the Tour de France. He's just crashed. He's hoping they're waiting up. He doesn't even know. Look at Lance. Lance is waiting. Lance is doing good sportsmanship. He's looking back. He's coasting down the hill. He's having a stretch. He's letting it known, and he's caught up to a couple of other guys. Looks like Kovalev and maybe Bolocki. But Bolocki, he's sitting third in GC, maybe 7 seconds behind Ulrich. So he's like, fuck Ulrich. I'm going to attack. I'm going to push the pace. And Lance is, you know, he's not going to let Bolocki get some time. So he's just going to sit on Bolocki's wheel. Kovalev, you know, he actually died 2 years later, and that's why the UCI helmet rule came in, because Andrei Kovalev hit the ground, split his open, and unfortunately died. So Kovalev was the reason the UCI issues helmets. So a lot of these people these days watching, you know, cycling on YouTube and that, they don't know the history, and they don't know the sportsmanship. I definitely feel that in this year's Giro it was unfair. Some people say if you can't descend and you crash, it's your fault. Yeah, I agree, but do you want to win the race because someone crashed out? You know, I mean, that is bike racing for sure, but I don't know. I like Lance Armstrong's sportsmanship and how he waited. Yeah, Lance was a cunt in other ways, but he was just a businessman. But when it comes to the race, you know, he waited for people, man. He waited for his main competition because he didn't want to win. He wanted to win as the best rider, not as the luckiest rider. So, what was that bit of I think he gave him his bottle or something like that. So he's done domestic well. He's really good. And Bolocki's just fucking launching. He's probably doing 400 watts right now, 450 watts, and just launching. And look at this. Ulrich's going to bridge the gap. World time trial champion is going to bridge the gap. The Olympic gold medalist Sydney Games going to bridge the gap. Look at that, he's bridging the gap out the saddle with Ulrich and Kovalev and that. And Lance, he's just covering him. Lance could break away any motherfucking second. Lance can time trial like a mofo. He can climb better than anyone here. So he's just Lance is just. I've ridden with Lance, and I can tell by his pedaling technique right now. He's just tapping it out. He's looking over. He's so relaxed, man. He's so relaxed. This is like high tempo for Lance. He's just cruising. He's going to put a minute into these guys on one climb, you know. So he's just chilling. Lance on the back. Kevin Livingston, he's on the limit. Ulrich's on the limit. Bolocki's on the limit. Kovalev is on the absolute limit. Lance Armstrong is doing it fucking easy. But Lance did the right thing. He didn't attack Ulrich. Ulrich is the main competition here. So Jalabert, he's cooked. He's bonking. He's running the carbs. He's been on the front all day and a long breakaway, so fair enough. But look at that low cadence. So these days, if you grind that much, you just dropped. None of these guys would keep up today. They really struggle with the high cadence. And look at it, it's just really inefficient. Really inefficient. But there's a whole massive peloton behind these guys, you know. So they're quite a ways out. But Jalabert went from sprinter to climber. That's how powerful drugs are. It's fucking turn you into anything. They've caught up a few other riders. They caught Santiago Botero in the green jersey. Kelme rider on the look to, I think it's 281, 286. The Kelme looks, remember them? The 1 inch steerer, the flexi noodles. Look at Lance. Lance, yeah, I'll get a bottle. No sticky bidding for Lance. Lance doesn't need a fucking sticky bidding. Look at that. Not even a sticky power bar. You know what I mean? Because Lance is going to fucking roast every motherfucker here. No sticky biddings for Lance. He just didn't want that. He's just talking. He's fucking chatting. He's turning his head. Like that's how easy Lance is doing it. He's like, I just caught up some Sunday weekend warriors and I'm just going to fucking cook them in the next climb. Look at him. He's even dropping back. He's dropping back. Potero's in the front, just fucking grinding it out. And there's the old 7700 Durace cranks. And then Kivalev's going to take the turn. And Lance is having a fucking conversation with Johan Brunel in the back. Yeah, what's up? Yeah, bro. Yeah, what's the weather forecast? What do you got planned for the weekend? Yeah, I'm just hanging out. Mate, Lance Armstrong is next level. He was never going to lose. He was just next level. His cadence was just better. And his legs, his metabolic waste product levels were a lot lower because he was spinning more. Look at Lance. He's just doing it easy. Where is he? He's just still talking about holidays with Brunel. No, he's moved back up into fourth wheel there. And he's just doing it easy. They're about to... It looks like a bit of attack going on here. Here we go. Someone's on the move. But Lance is just going to roast every motherfucker here. Alright? So at the end of the day, Lance won the stage. He waited for Ulrich. He could have smoked him. He didn't. He waited. He won like a true champion. Belocchi's attacked. So Belocchi wants to win. He wants to distance Ulrich. He wants to really hurt him. But he didn't. And Lance won. Ulrich got second. And there you go. That just goes to show the sportsmanship that Lance Armstrong had when it came to actual race day. The sportsmanship was there. And today, these riders, I feel it's too cutthroat in 2016, Lance did the right thing. And he waited for Ulrich. And he's just shadowing. He's just going to blow. Lance could have attacked at the bottom of this climb and put fucking 5 minutes into him. He could have. But he didn't want to make it too obvious, so he just put a minute into him. He was very calculated. Lance was just next motherfucking level. Next level. Kovalev there, but Kovalev is on the limit. Ulrich's on the limit. Lance is just doing it easy as fuck. But that was great sportsmanship by Lance. I think the riders today could have learned of Lance's behaviour in the peloton, stage 13, 2001 Tour de France, on the Parasword. I'll leave your comments down below. See you soon.